Hi, so this evening I'm going to do something a little bit more, a little bit older. I wanted to show you my Aspire premium kit. I've done a platinum kit, which is the sub-ohm kit, but this is the premium kit. Bought this as basically a one-stop shop. Bit of a sleeve, and then we have the Aspire box. Like the platinum kit, as I showed you before. The inside we have the kit, so we have a user manual, which is quite nice actually to get all of that information. We've got the Ego style chargers, branded Aspire, which I'm not a massive fan of, to be quite honest, but you know, they're fine. Some coils, so these are the coils which come with the pack. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that come with the pack, and they are what? I'm not sure what resistance these actually come out as. They're bottom vertical coils, and they're 1.8 ohms, so they're good for between 4.2 and 5 volts on vaping. You get a little AC adapter, which is obviously not particularly useful for here. And that is it. But you also obviously get the vape. So in that we have a Nautilus Mini, and then the CFVV Plus Ego style battery, which is variable voltage. If you can see on the bottom, this spins. I know that's not very good, but it goes all the way from 3.3 volts all the way up to 4.8 volts. So obviously not variable wattage at all, but still variable voltage. So this tank has had some really good reviews on it. I haven't tried the full size Nautilus, but this is good. You get a really good flavour out of it. It does get quite stiff at the top, but it's just literally just an O-ring, so it's press fitted, and that's actually stuck in there, but that screws in as well. Do you know what? I'm going to treat myself to a fresh coil. So you get your base unit there, your tank unit there, again press fitted I believe. This holds, or it claims to hold, 2 milliliters of e-liquid, of juice, and it does if you fill it right up to the top, but you can't generally get it all the way up to the top, which I've found. So let's pop out this coil. Nice fresh coil in there. Pop it into our base unit here. You can see that it has beautifully smooth threads on there. That screws in, and it's got the airflow around the base there, which is on a nice positive click. I'm gonna pop just a little bit of juice in there. I'm gonna use my red vape. I haven't done any sort of sub-ohming for a little while actually, and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to try this out again, see what my thoughts are on it. It's a good little tank, I do like it. So that's a little bit of juice in there. Red vape all the way. I would probably use something like this though, rather than my Element Liquids, which is the 80 VG stuff. This is a 50-50 VG PG mix. I don't know, but I would imagine that this will have some problems actually wicking with the higher VG based juices. So I'm just going to prime that coil with a few drops, As you can see, it's got your airflow holes on the actual, so your juice holes on the edge of the coil head. So I can just drip a little bit of juice into there as well, just to speed up the wicking process. And then we screw that in so the tank makes connection with the coil head. Screw it up just finger tight. Let's not spill that anyway. And there it is with just a bit of juice in. There's about sort of 1 mil in there. That screws onto this Ego style. That's probably the one thing I don't like the most out of this, to be quite honest. This charging. If it had some sort of pass through, or if it had just some sort of USB, which they can do, like the Kangen EVOD, that has a USB slot in the bottom. I suppose they can't with the variable voltage element, but let's have a little vape. It's not clouds. It will never be clouds like you get off this bad boy, but you can get some good flavour. It's better to do the traditional mouth to lung inhales with this. I've got it set at 4.3. Let's go up to 4.8. Airflow. That's a much wider open airflow. I could probably do a mouth, a straight lung here. Yeah. Seriously though, the flavour is great. It's not muted at all, which is quite impressive. Especially from, I mean, I started off vaping with setups like this, so Pro Tank, the Pro Tank 2, the Aero Tank, and all of the Kangen products that I started with, they don't compare to this tank. They absolutely don't. The flavour that you get off this, I would say, is better, but also the quality of the build is better. So I've never had any problems with any of my Aspire products leaking. So I mean, look at the comparison between the two. I mean, they're huge, but no, never any problems at all. I could potentially use a slightly warmer vape. In fact, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on my MVP3. Just showing you with that. This, by the way, is rated 3.3 to 4.8 volts output, and it's 1000 milliamp hours. So I mean, it will last you a good amount of time. I mean, at the sort of levels that you're vaping this at, you're not looking at some of your sub-ohm tanks where you blast through a 18650 with 2500 milliamp hours in a couple of hours. You're going to get a good day's worth of vaping out of it. So, wow, that is actually reading a 2.1 resistance on that coil. So potentially not everything that Aspire promised. I'm going to vape it at I think 12 watts, that's 5 volts. That's a more satisfying vape actually. Yeah. I think I might start using this again. It's got a nice drip tip. Don't need the massive wide bores like you'll get in the Atlantis. I would imagine you could probably fit the Atlantis drip tip, but I don't know. It's just a nicely designed tank. It works well. It provides a good amount of vapor, and it's nice and discreet. It's not the massive clouds that you're getting out of everything else. I mean, and if you just want to do a bit more, I'll say stealth vaping, but a little bit more easy vaping, this is going to give you that option rather than, you know, being out in the street and blowing masses of clouds. But yeah, enjoyed that. That's really good. So just to recap, that's the Aspire Ego Style battery, the CF variable voltage, the Aspire Nautilus Mini sitting on there. I was using the MVP3, red vape, and thank you very much for watching. Cheers, bye.